10 p.m. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, nope, I'm on the air right now. Jill says error. I don't know what's going on. Are we good? Are we live? I don't know. I'm just waiting for John. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. We're going to find out right now what's going on. Because I've been dealing with other shit, so I wasn't paying any attention to. Yeah, no, I'm on the air right now. Watch me live right now. Share now. There. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, it put the wrong time. I have no idea. All I know is I am indeed on the air right now. Let's see. I'm looking for it on YouTube just to make sure we're good. And Jill sees me now. Okay. We still don't see John. He's supposedly on his way. Jasmine says it finally. I don't know what happened, guys. For those of you watching on YouTube, I don't know. I have no idea. Let me see. I'm checking to make sure I'm on. It says I'm live. Yeah. There I am. Let me see. See? It's me. I'm checking. How do I get out of here now? Okay. Anyway. I don't know what happened, guys. So if you guys are on YouTube and yeah, it says now. I just got the email saying we're on. I don't know what happened if you guys are on YouTube and you missed like 30 seconds, 2 minutes. I don't know, whatever. But John's not here. I don't know where he is. He's supposedly on the way. The door's unlocked for him. Anyway. And we've got a lot to talk about, me and John, because we were everywhere over the last 4 days. We went to a Music is Art Festival on Saturday. We did Teenage Bottle Rocket on Sunday night. Last night, John and Jill went and saw The Used, and I went and saw Everclear. I wasn't anticipating going to see Everclear, but I was just sitting here doing absolutely nothing, and I got a text from my buddy Mark Lee, and he says, "Hey man, what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He goes, "So that means you're free." I'm like, I guess. Yeah, Jasmine was supposed to take over if John was late, and apparently nobody's ready for anything today. Yeah, he said, "So you're free tonight?" I said, "I suppose." He says, "You want to go to Everclear?" I said, yeah. He says, "Yeah, Brian would, it would mean a lot to Brian if we were both there." And I'm like, damn, you're right, man. It really would, because that was one of Brian's favorite bands, and I know Mark because of Brian, and so I got to go see Everclear, and I not only saw Everclear, I also, that's right here, I can tell because I didn't take the plastic all the way off. I also bought their live vinyl that just came out, and I got it signed, and I got to tell them, hey, my friend Brian, he was a huge fan, and I had him on my wristband, so I said I brought him with me tonight. So, and Art Alexakis looks at me and he goes, "Oh man, I'm sorry about your buddy." So, cool. Everclear feels sorry for me. I don't know. It was a cool show though. Like it was the Pink Spiders opened the show, so John would have been terrified had he gone to that and not The Used. The Ataris were the other opening band. And it was a really cool show. I was texting John during the show. I'm like, "John, how many people are at the Used show? My buddy wants to know." John texted me back at like 1 a.m. He's like, "Oh man, it was packed." Like, yeah, that information is no longer useful to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that information now. I hope this dude's all right, man. He's 6 minutes late. He's never this late. I texted him. He has not seen my text yet. And that was 10 minutes ago. I'm growing a little concerned about my co-host here. He is not here. I have not heard from him. Wait. Yep, here he comes. He's alive. John is alive. He is well. He is walking in the door right now. He's been much later before. When was he this late before? I swear I heard a door. There he is. Okay.
Right there in the back.
He's using the bathroom. Okay, or I'm being burgled. Right. No, he's here. He's using the bathroom. He will be back in a moment. So we will have John on the show. I don't recall him being later than this at any point. I've definitely, and maybe he did like a 30-minute one time, and I had to like do a whole half hour of yeah, I know you know where I live. Maybe I had to do a whole half hour by myself. I don't know, but he's here. So that's the important thing. And we can talk about all these things we did over the last 4 days because it's been insane. Also, we just announced, oh, Wretched Sound shared our post. We just announced that we are looking for a bass player for the Living Brain Dead. We currently have a bass player. That is true. But we got the idea of we wanted to kind of have everybody kind of fill out the sound a little bit more. And I know my bass player, Shane, he's been wanting to play some guitar and you know, he's been itching to play guitar because he's playing bass here and he's playing bass in The Last Rain, and he's a guitar player at heart, so he wanted to play guitar. He's gonna step into that role, and we're gonna both play guitar, and then we're gonna find a bass player, right, John?
Right.
Well, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome. You got your mic's right here for you. Just got to turn it on, and I'll unmute you as soon as you're hooked up there. Whose eyes? My eyes or his eyes? Somebody's eyes look extra blue today. Your eyes aren't even blue, are they?
No, they're dark and cold.
They're dark and cold, he says. Any second that'll turn on. There it goes. All right. And we just got to wait for him to put that on, and we'll turn you on and let him fix his hair first. My eyes, she says. My eyes are extra blue today. I have no idea why they would be extra blue. It's the same camera settings we've been using for forever at this point.
What'd I miss?
Me awkwardly trying to talk about all the shit that we did over the last 4 days, but not having you here to bounce shit off of. And I talked about the Everclear show and how I got their autograph, and told them, yeah, you know, I brought my friend with me, you know, because you were one of his favorite bands.
Yeah.
And also how you texted me back at like 1 a.m. about how many people were at the Used show, and my buddy was asking me during the Everclear show.
Yeah, there's a few people we seen. Dom.
Okay.
The guy that wanted me to leave the band.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Okay.
We're cool. Joe hates him.
Right.
Joe wanted to punch him.
Well, yeah, I mean, so do I, but
I'm okay with the dude.
That's because he was trying to steal my drummer. That's the only reason I'm mad at him. But anyway.
I saw the Steffs. Well, I saw the bass player. I didn't say hi to him. He was too far away. He was there. There's a lot of people. It was packed.
I hung out with Brandon. So you and I, we went and saw Teenage Bottle Rocket on Sunday.
Yeah.
And this dude got like knocked the fuck down. I didn't see what happened. You told me after the fact that like he got into a fight with a guy.
Oh yeah, I mean.
So I didn't see this happen. I just saw the dude on the ground and I went and helped him up because, as I put on Facebook immediately after that, in life as in the pit, if someone gets down and knocked down, you help them back up, right?
Yeah.
So I helped this guy back up, and I'm at the Everclear show last night. And my buddy Mark, he's introducing me to everybody because, like, apparently you can buy a season pass for shows at Town Ballroom. Mm-hmm. So this guy's talking about, you know, he was the reason that Mark had an extra ticket why he took me. So the guy goes, he's like, yeah, we were at Teenage Bottle Rocket the other night. Oh, me and my buddy were there. He goes, yeah, my friend got into a fight. He got knocked down by the biggest dude there. I'm like, yo, I helped your friend up off the ground. And, so we got to talking about that. They fist bumped afterwards, so they were cool. Like, it was, the dude I met last night said, oh, my buddy's stubborn. He was probably just blocking the dude's way to the pit, so.
Not exactly what I've seen. He ran into the pit. When he ran into the pit, he ran into the guy he pushed down.
Gotcha.
And then escalated from there, I guess.
Yeah. It seemed like everything was cool by the, because like
They calmed down.
the dude I helped up, he walked over to the corner of the bar. And then I saw the dude with the mohawk who knocked him down. I saw him go over to that. And like they must have like, apologized or whatever for whatever happened. So it seemed like everything was cool.
I actually parked where we parked Sunday because traffic was so horrible yesterday.
Yeah.
So we made it for the first band. Because a lot of people were still coming in after the first band finished.
So you parked and then walked over the bridge. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no point.
Yeah, I wouldn't have tried to do that either. That's like trying to get an Uber out of there sucks, dude.
It was a good show. I mean, the users and then Sleeping in Cyrus, they pretty good. Two of my favorite bands. T-shirts are like crazy. They're like $40.
Meanwhile, at the Everclear show, hoodies were $60.
Oh yeah.
Dude, hoodies for $60, you don't see that. Unless it's us selling the hoodies.
No, the used hoodies were like $80.
Yeah, usually you see hoodies at like $80, $85. Everclear's zip-up hoodies, $60.
That was their...
I spent $50 on that vinyl, by the way, so...
It was their...
Not everything was reasonable.
It was their 23rd anniversary of the used.
It was the 30th anniversary of Everclear, so...
Yeah.
I got to see the Ataris.
Yeah, I was jealous. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I got to see the Ataris. I was on Facebook, and this girl I'm Facebook friends with, she's like, I'm so bummed I'm not going to see the used, and I was like, I said, oh yeah, my drummer and my singer are going to that. I'm going to see Everclear, and she goes, I wish I was going to that too. The Ataris are my favorite band. I was like, do you want me to send you video?
Well,
or would that just make it worse? She said, please send me videos. So I sent her like 4 songs.
Ran into Shane's ex, Hannah. She was there, and then a lot of people were leaving after Sleeping in Cyrus because a lot of people were leaving after they played, and the used haven't even gone on yet. It's like, okay, why would you waste your money on...
Because they wanted to see Sleeping with Sirens and didn't want to see the used. I've done that at Riverworks.
I just think it was a waste. Like,
dude, I've done that at Riverworks. I went to it was like Bayside was the headliner. Hawthorne Heights was on the bill. The Bomb Pops were the openers, and I forget who was in the middle. But I was there. I literally wanted to leave after the Bomb Pops. But I was with Karina. She's like, let's stick around for Hawthorne Heights. I want to hear Ohio is for Lovers. Like, great. We have to sit there. Everyone under 35 left after Sirens, Jill says.
yeah.
But like we saw the Bomb Pops. We stayed for Hawthorne Heights, which was fine because I have an inside joke with an old friend about the song Nicky FM by Hawthorne Heights. So I like sent her video like, hey, guess what? I'm outside of your window with my radio, And then we left, like, immediately after Hawthorne Heights was over. There was still 2 bands left, and we're like, nah, this is way too fucking emo for us. Let's go.
We were watching a guy so drunk he couldn't even stay in the venue.
I saw a girl fall over. I don't know what the fuck happened. I didn't see what happened. I just saw she was on the ground. Like, I was in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, oh, turned and pointed, and the dude that I was talking to, like, grabbed her a bottle of water from the bar, and she seemed to be okay. Yeah, John, you do look exhausted.
Yeah.
Long 4 days, huh?
Yeah, bad news. We're putting my dog down.
Oh no, I'm sorry, dude.
JD's being put down.
No, man, I'm sorry.
She can't stand up.
That's terrible,
been
dude.
crushing me for the last couple hours. I just went out today.
I'm sorry, dude. I'll give you a big hug when we get to the song break. So, man, I'm sorry, man. I know how that feels. So, yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I get it, man. I totally get it.
Had her for 13 years.
Yeah, we had Whisper, I think, for 13 years before and Tigger too. So.
Yeah. So I say goodbye tomorrow.
Yeah, I hate that. That's awful, man.
Yeah.
At least you know it's coming. Like with Whisper, we didn't know it was coming. Like I was asleep, and next thing I know, I'm getting woken up. Like, your cat just had a stroke, dude. Wake up! Like, what happened?
I'm just worried about Pepper.
Yeah, no, I know. That's rough, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, let's try and take your mind off of it for the next hour and 45 minutes. We'll talk about we'll talk about things we've done and seen over the last 4 days. We were at the Music is Art Festival. You were there for less time than I was, but you were still there for like a whole 10 hours.
Yeah, this is the bus is leaving at 1.
Yeah, dude.
At midnight.
Yeah, you got there. I mean, you guys got back at like 2.
I got in time just to say goodbye to Mario.
Yeah. You dropped me off at like 11, and I was there literally 13 hours, and a little more than 13 hours. I saw, as soon as I got there, I went straight to the skate park stage, and I saw Creating a Sinner. I'm like, Skyway's getting ready to set up. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go catch Karma Queen, and I'll be back. So I went to catch Karma Queen, and I saw Mario up on stage setting up. So I waited around for Mario. Mario got off stage. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry I missed your thing last night, because the night before he had his going away party at Mohawk. And I was just exhausted, so I just was not going anywhere after I went to the record store with my buddy. And then
we were half asleep at Teenage Bottle Rockets.
Dude, oh man, like we'll get to that in a minute. But like I saw I saw like 15 minutes of Karma Queen, went over and saw Skyway, half of their set, went back over to see Mario play in Blackbird. And then like I went back and saw Reggie Childs, and then I walked around the festival for a little bit, and then you guys showed back up. We went over and saw Grosh. I saw so many bands in the span of 13 hours. Green Jello was fucking insane once they got power. I was there's actually a picture. Somebody behind us took a picture of Green Jello. We're in the picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you for Dewey helping us.
Dewey, also. Man, Dewey took some footage of us, 360 footage. It's on his YouTube page. Get to Work Dewey. You can check out not only the 360 footage, but also like edited footage of, just linear footage where you're not having to drag around to see shit. Nick Lucido, credit to him from XM Priory, because like I asked you to bring a tripod, you forgot, your parents were bringing it, and then I left the camera in your car. Your parents handed me the tripod as I'm setting up my gear. I'm like, I'd already asked Nick, I'm like, dude, can you do me a huge favor? If I hand you my phone, can you be a human tripod for us? And we've got a video up of Never Fuck With Catgirls from Music is Art that you can watch right now on our YouTube channel.
Same song that we posted
Same song we posted last year.
We switch it up next year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but the reason it's on there this year is like because Nick was the human tripod, some of the footage wasn't great as far as like audio, because he was moving around too much. He was behind the stage. Like when we did Drain the Blood, he was behind the stage. You couldn't hear anything but guitar because it was just picking up your monitor, which apparently you had nothing but guitar and didn't say anything. So
that's all I really need. I mean,
yeah,
I didn't have any vocals or.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We had a nice turnout for our stage and
we were
for our set. Yeah, we got a huge buzz, and now we're like, hey, you know how everything was perfect the other day? Let's change things. We're looking for a bass player. If anybody, I've got a guy in my inbox right now waiting to hear back from me.
I don't know what Shane sounds like on guitar. I really want to hear it.
I'm sure he'll be fine, dude. It's not like I'm playing complicated shit here.
Oh,
so,
I know.
It'll be good, man.
I think we'll be more cooler.
I was like, when Jill first brought it up, I'm like, fuck that. And then I'm like, you know what? This might actually not be a bad idea. Knowing that Shane has been wanting to play guitar.
Yeah.
And also, like, it would help to have another vehicle in the band. It would also help to,
Ryan doing anything?
What's up? Ryan doing anything? But it would also, like, I have in the past mentioned, like, there are certain parts of our set list where I'm like, man, if we had backing tracks right there, it would be perfect. But if we could just get Shane to play those parts same difference. And you don't got to learn to play to a click. So
I hate the click.
I know you hate the click.
Because if I fuck up, then that's it. That's the whole set.
Yeah.
I've done it once. Didn't turn out good.
Nah. We'll work with you on that eventually, but I mean, but that's just like way down the line if we're huge rock stars and we got to sync up to lights and video and shit, you know.
Oh, yeah, there's some crazy lights. Like, I think Joni's upgrade down the road.
Dude, man, I saw Everclear last night and like no amps on stage at all. 3 helixes. And my buddy said that they had a 4th one hooked up to the kick drum. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that is insane.
Trigger?
Huh?
You got a trigger?
No, the helix, like my fucking guitar pedal.
What's the hook to the bass drum?
I don't know.
How did that happen?
I don't know if he might have been joking too. I don't know. But like, they had 3 across the front of the stage. Guitar player, bass player, singer, all using helix. No backing tracks. I'm pretty sure they were using the house light guy.
Where did they plug into? There's no amps.
Same shit I plug into, front of house.
Oh.
Then running their in-ears. There was monitors in front of Art, who was using in-ears. But yeah, I mean, it was incredible because there was literally nothing on the stage except for them, their pedals, drums.
Somebody copied my drum set?
I said, yeah, the Ataris. It was the inverse of yours because it was right-handed and it was black, gold, black instead of gold, black, gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to send it to you. I'm like, dude, this guy's drum kit is the complete opposite of yours.
I haven't played it in like 2 months. Well, a couple months.
Yeah. But my point being, like,
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm always like forward when it comes to like tech and shit that we can do and like, well, we can automate the pedals and we can do this and we can automate lights and we can do all this crazy shit that all these big bands do. And then I see a big band like Everclear touring with another big band like the Ataris. And it's just a straight up fucking rock and roll show with none of that shit. No tracks, no fucking, you know.
Crazy lights?
No crazy lights, just the fucking stage lights. You know, probably had the house light guy doing it, you know. And, you know, it was just like, man, you know, like if they can, you know, maybe I am taking this a little too far with like trying to, you know, do all this rock star fucking bullshit with lights and pedals and all that shit. When if a band like Everclear and the fucking Ataris can come through and they're just playing their shit. They were all using in-ears though, so. But that's neither here nor there. My point being, like, it was just amazing to see a band with just an empty fucking stage.
Yeah.
Like, not a single amp in sight, everything going direct. Like, holy shit, man, they're using, and it's the same shit that I'm using that they're using. It's not like the really expensive, like, you know, I mean, it is like, it's a more expensive version of what I have, but it's not like, you know, it's not like something that's inaccessible to like anybody out there that wants to play guitar or bass or whatever. Like, it's all affordable shit that they're using, and it's it was like amazing to see a band at that level doing that, and they sounded great. Like, you know, I mean, as great as they're going to sound, because Art has suffered from MS for years, so like it's amazing that he's even out there doing this shit still. You know, but it was, you know, I didn't plug into the amp at Music is Art. I went straight to front of house.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I talked to the sound guy because I was like, well, we all went up to him,
yeah.
Right? I'm like, listen, man, like, I'm running direct. My bass player can run direct. Well, I was trying to make it as easy on him as possible because I set everything up where I could plug into the amp if I had to. I was like, look, man, whatever's going to be, like, what's going to be easiest on you? He's got to switch the drums around, so you're probably going to have to, like, mic shit. But, like, otherwise, What can I do to make this easier on you? I can go direct or I can plug into the amp. It doesn't matter. He said, no, man, you go direct. Like, all right, cool. And what I love about going direct is like Andrew Abdale from Eyes of the Blind, he pointed out to me last year before Music is Art. He's like, dude, you know what's great about you having your effects pedal that's a modeler and you're running direct is your sound isn't colored by those amps. Everybody else throughout the day is going to sound exactly the same, but you're going to sound like the living brain dead. It's like, damn, dude, you're right. So
I don't know about Shane. Was he direct?
no, the bass cab that they had on stage had a direct out, so he plugged into that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For whatever reason, my wireless was cutting out when I got like halfway across the stage, so I just switched to a guitar cable instead of switching channels on my wireless, because that would have required, like, I gotta take this out of the pouch, I gotta switch the thing, I gotta put it back in.
Yeah, so when you started playing Settle Down, I couldn't hear you. It was like telling the song guy, up, up, up.
Yeah, he had the volume pretty low when we started. So
yeah, he got it right though.
I was a little worried I wasn't gonna be able to hear once you started playing, but he got it by the time you started playing. So it's like, all right, good, we're good, we are good, and it was a good set, man. We fucked up like we do, but we're a punk band, so nobody fucking gives a shit, right? So
yeah,
you know. Jill says her voice did the Joe squeak a few times. So did mine, but you couldn't hear it. Because I knew it was coming, and I backed off the mic a little bit. It was during Incel. I definitely was like, trolls! I'm like, fuck, I should have drank some water before I sang this song. But, nah, man, people were into it, and people were asking for, like, merch and shit afterwards. I'm like, I don't know. We signed a set list.
Yeah.
I knew the dude, though. So he grabbed the set list. He's like, I got your set list. I'm like, Scotty, come here. I'm like, hold on, man. Set that on the table here. Like, all right. Let me sign this. But yeah, man, like, it was a good show. People seem to be into it. We got a good buzz off of it. So now hoping to build on that. October 13th at the Evening Star in Niagara Falls as we play with our friends in XM Priory. I am so looking forward to that. It's going to be such a great show in our hometown. We're gonna market it to all of our friends who we all grew up with, right? I mean, I know that's what I'm doing. So October 13th, Evening Star, Living Brain Dead, XM Priory. I don't know why I pointed at me for XM Priory, because I am no longer in XM Priory, but I was. But that's going to be a killer show, man. Jill wrote the set list for October, so everyone should go. I'm sure it's great. I remember being in the car with you one time. We'll get to a song break in a second. I remember being in the car with you one time, and you were like really nervous, and you're just like, Jill's writing the set list. I'm like, Jill writes every set list. Like, I am perfectly okay with Jill writing the set list. It is it's one less thing I have to do. Two, she does an awesome job.
Oh, we're good. I told her we're doing something, but we can't tell her yet. We're gonna do something at this show.
That you can't tell me yet?
No, I couldn't tell Jill.
Oh, that you can't tell Jill.
Shane.
Or Shane.
We're just gonna try it. Hope for the best.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. All right, cool. We're going to play a song real quick, and then I'm going to make sure that door's closed, and then I'm going to give John a big hug, because he really needs one right now. And so you guys channel your energy through me so John can get that extra hug energy. He's going to need it. But first, we're going to talk about this show at the Bug Jar in Rochester coming up this Friday night. It is Paperface Zine Presents. Formed in 1976, Rochester, New York's first punk band, New Math, opened for the likes of the Cramps, the Pretenders, the Ramones, the Psychedelic Furs, the Damned, and the Gun Club. Blah, 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 blah. More stuff about this band. With support from Fuzzrod and Marty Brass and the Lavender Jets from Ohio. $10 advance tickets at bugjar.com. I know, Jasmine. $12 at the door, 21 and up. 18 to 20-year-olds can get in with an advance ticket available until 12:30 p.m. the day of the show at bugjar.com. 8 p.m. doors, 9 p.m. tunes. We're going to play a band that is on that bill. They're a relatively new band, I believe. They are called Fuzzrod. And this song is called No Bones on All WNY. Think So Joe Show. That band was called Fuzzrod.
Fuzzrod.
They're playing this Friday night at the Bug Jar, opening for New Math, along with Marnie Brass and the Lavender Jets. That's $10 advance, $12 at the door, 8 p.m. doors, 9 p.m. Music. So if you're in the Rochester area this Friday night, that's a cool band to check out, man. That was a cool song. I don't listen to the songs before we play them anymore. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll click through just to kind of be like, do I want to play this? And a lot of the time I won't like sit here and actually listen to a band. So that was like really the first time I heard that was a killer song, man. I dug it. So,
what did you end up doing with those tickets?
The Escape the Fate tickets?
They were supposed to be tickets.
They were on StubHub. I don't think they sold, so I put them up for $30 each, and I don't think anybody bought them. So, oh well.
It's always next time.
Yeah, I was excited to see Stitched Up Heart because I've had a crush on their lead singer for like years, and like I'm not gonna get to see him because we couldn't go. It's all good.
all good.
Catch them next time they're in Buffalo. Or Syracuse or Rochester. Realistically, like, if I didn't want to do the show tonight, I could have just hopped a train and gone and see Papa Roach. Because they're playing in Syracuse tonight.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
If they were, if they were in Buffalo, then
yeah.
for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But no, I mean, like, not having a vehicle, having to get to Columbus, that wasn't happening, man. Like, that's a long bus ride.
Yeah,
I've done it. I don't want to do it again. Cleveland, maybe, not Columbus.
our car should be back on the road soon.
Cool. I just remember, like, when I went to Columbus, I remember on my way home, I ended up in Cleveland, and this was the first time I ever heard of Becky's.
Fucking Becky's.
Fucking Becky's. Because I was asking, hey, where's a place near the bus station I could get food? And one of my friends was like, oh, hey, here's a place. And I never ended up going. I don't think I must not have had time. I don't know what the case was, why I didn't end up going. I think I ended up eating at the bus station because the restaurant in the bus station was open back then. But I remember being on the way home from Columbus, pulling into Cleveland and seeing the WWE trucks, one of the trucks. And I got to the bus station in Cleveland. I'm like, yo, is WWE in Cleveland tonight? And it turned out they were in Cleveland the next night for a pay-per-view. And I was like, damn, like, can I figure out a way to stay in Cleveland and just go to this pay-per-view? I couldn't. I didn't. I was like, I got to go back to work, you know?
Yeah, I watched one of your WrestleManias.
Did you? I've been working for Lamia all this past week, except for Saturday, because obviously I had other shit
I think
to...
it's just for the past Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
That sounds like Joe's voice.
Yep, it was. If it's not the English-sounding guy, it's me. Shout out to WrestleMania for paying my rent 2 months in a row. What's the difference between a dirty old bus stop and a lobster with breast implants? One is a crusty bus station. The other is a busty crustacean. Crustacean means lobster. So it's a busty crustacean because it got implants. Right?
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, but the bus ride to Cleveland wasn't terrible. The bus ride like past Cleveland was just like, how many more fucking cities does this state have? You know? So
That's kind of I feel like PA.
yeah, right. I mean, if it was just to Erie, you probably would have been fine. But because we had to go past Erie and go into Pittsburgh, you're just like, I want to go home.
I'm on the crutches.
It wouldn't have been so bad if you were not on crutches.
Yeah,
I think you would have had a better time if you weren't on crutches. I know, like,
sick of walking with them.
yeah. I think if it was like you were just walking like without crutches and you weren't on a broken foot, you probably would have been fine, dude. You would have just been like, oh man, when's the next bus? Like, all right, cool.
You remember my underwears are all bruised and stuff?
Yeah. That's what happens when you're walking around on
And
crutches
my foot
all day.
was all swollen. I was like, I can't walk anywhere.
Now imagine doing music as art on that. That would have sucked, wouldn't it? Especially if you were there as long as I was. I was there all fucking day, man.
Joe told me, he said, bring your skateboard. I don't know if that's a good idea before
I did. I didn't. You could have skated afterward. Dewey posted the video of us playing, and he got a good shot of the skate park. And I commented and I tagged the timestamp where the skate park is, and I'm like, this is the closest we're ever going to get to being on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack.
People were skating to our music.
It was cool, man, and there was a dude painting to our music. Like, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was so much better than last year. I don't get me wrong, I am so appreciative that we got to play last year. And like, you know, even if we weren't like on the grounds proper, we were at the silo next door behind the fucking other stage. Like, that kind of sucked, but like, dude, this stage this year, first of all, there wasn't a bad band on this stage. By the time we went on, I had no voice because I was singing along with Gimme Gimme. You know, you were standing next to me. Mm-hmm. I've had Culture Club stuck in my head since Saturday because they played Karma Chameleon. So my brain just all day for the last 4 days is like, loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. I'm just like, damn it. Yeah. They're so good too. Like,
I think we had a bigger crowd last.
oh yeah,
last
definitely.
year.
I mean, so you can watch the video from last year and you can see the 360. You can use the 360 video.
Yeah.
And you can see what we had last year and you can use Dewey's 360 video and see what we had this year. And it's like at least triple what we had last year. And just, we had like somebody from Music is Art actually came and took a video of us, put it up on their story, like while we were playing. And it's just like Nick handed me back my phone. I had a shit ton of notifications on our Instagram.
Joe was so happy.
Yeah, she was.
I was like,
I was happy, dude.
We were like, we don't suck anymore. People love us.
I was happy, man. People were into it. I was throwing shit out to the crowd. I'm like, Jill's niece was grabbing all my guitar picks, so you didn't have to.
You gave her a hockey puck.
And a t-shirt.
A t-shirt, yeah.
I was like, well, I don't really want to set up a merch table.
You're just trying to get rid of one of those t-shirts.
But I'm like, I had to go in the merch box anyway, because I needed, fuck did I need out of the merch box?
Hockey puck?
No, I wasn't going in for the hockey puck. I went in for something else. I forget what. The stickers. I went to grab Living Brain Dead stickers. And because I had to go in the cash box, I saw that shirt and I'm like, there's like 2 of these left. I'm going to throw one out at Music is Art. Like, fuck it. I'm selling them for $5 at this point anyway. Mm-hmm. Who gives a shit? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm also like, let me give away a hockey puck too. Because we're playing on a hockey rink. Right? So I'm like...
Yeah.
So like, at one point in the set, I get this t-shirt, I hold it up, and I just, and people start cheering. And I just saw a little kid in the front row. I didn't know it was Jill's niece. So I was like, there's a little kid in the front row. Here you go, So, there was, but, and people were into it, man. People were digging it. I told you guys, I don't, if anybody knows who Sissy is, she's the older lady who used to be at all the Whiskey Reverb shows back in the day, with her daughter Monica, who runs Original Music 716, who is, which is where we point people when we're not going to do this show. We tell them, hey, if you want to check out stuff that's happening, head over to Original Music 716 on Facebook, and Monica will tell you where to go. Monica and Sissy came over and they saw us. Sissy came up to me while I was watching Tuesday Night. She goes, your band is really good. And I'm like, that is high praise. I am very appreciative of that compliment in particular. Not only that, Sean Mays comes up to us after the set, comes up to me and Jill. He's like, you guys are awesome, man. And I'm like, I've known Sean for years. He's never told me I'm awesome. Scotty came up. He took our set list. I was like, let us sign that for you. Scott Leffler came up to me, the owner of All WNY. He's like, hey, I caught a little bit of your set. You guys are really good. Dewey posted that we were the highlight of Music is Art. Like, and Dewey's not going to bullshit you. Dewey's not going to post that shit just because he's friends with us. Yeah. Like, he posted, for me, this was like the highlight of Music is Art. I'm like, damn, dude, that's amazing. Nick from XM Priory said, dude, you guys are so much better now. Like, yeah, we fucking crushed that fucking set, dude. Like I was just like in awe of it. Like, it took me a whole day before I could like even post about it on social media, because it's like just riding that high, like. Yeah. And then I was like, and I remember leaving Music is Art, and I was so fucking sore, man, because I was walking around 13 fucking hours. 13 hours. When I got back to Green Jello, I sat back down. Hi, Mark. I sat down at the Green Jello at the sideshow stage because I was so sore. That's
where I lost you.
Yeah.
Because that's their set.
You guys were walking by me, and I'm like,
So I was looking for Joe. I thought Joe. Oh, he's right here. Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, I had to sit down. I'd been walking for like 13 fucking hours at that point. So after we left, I'm like, yo, I ain't moving until fucking Thursday. I am not leaving the house. I am not doing anything. I am not getting on my feet until Thursday.
You forgot we had a show.
And then Sunday, I'm like, oh shit, we're supposed to be going to Teenage Bottle Rocket. Fuck. I'm like, John, we got those tickets. Don't forget. You're like, yeah.
My legs hurt.
And then we stood the whole time for that. And then we both went to shows last night. So
My legs hurt even more.
luckily, band practice ended up getting canceled. So now, ironically, tomorrow's the first night I'm not doing anything. I'm excited about that. I get to sit down. I don't have to move. I can watch Impact Wrestling's 1000th episode because that's on tomorrow night. I know we don't talk about wrestling here, but that's on tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that.
What's wrestling?
I get to stay home and I get to watch that, so I'm happy about that. And at the same time, like I like the idea that we were discussing earlier about getting a new bass player and having Joe play guitar.
5 members.
5 members, man. I don't like the 5-member thing, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? The way everything is playing out, it will work out fine.
Would be better.
Even if we went back to use, like, even if we start, like we're not using our in-ears for this next show. And I told you we're giving you this show. And if Joe and I are like, nah, fuck this. Like, Jill doesn't have to fucking use them. You don't have to use them. If we want to use them, we're fucking bringing it. But that works out because if we get another member, they can have one of these spare packs. Because we'll have spare packs if you guys aren't using them. So, it is what it is, man. It'll all work itself out.
Stick to amps too.
I didn't say I never said we were getting rid of the amps. Even though Everclear doesn't use them.
Oh, Joe.
No, dude, it's a matter of like, even if we're using the in-ears, it does add to it. So like, it's never been anything where I'm just like, oh, we're not doing it.
Like, because when you do your lead, it won't feel that empty.
Right. No, I get that. I get where you guys are coming from on this. And I get that this is a better solution than what I was trying to get you to do. So, because specifically, the song Gur Arg. And we don't play that song very much anymore.
Or other songs.
Right. But specifically the song Gur Arg. I play a solo. There's nothing behind the solo, but on Falls Count Anywhere, there's a chugging, the jun, 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 jun. And it's like, so I was like, if we could do tracks, I could do that. And like, now I don't have to. So it's all good. It's all good. You don't have to play to a click. I don't have to learn how to program tracks. I still would eventually like to not have to be standing at my pedal board when I have to be standing at my pedal board, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it. Everclear, and that's the other thing. Everclear was they didn't have automated shit, so I don't need automated shit, right? Like, big rock stars don't need it. It's cool to have.
We do have a rock star in the band.
Yup.
I leave her alone.
She was happy, man. She was happy. It's all good.
She was happy, but I left her alone, and I came back, and I was like, Jill, no! No, I'm not leaving her side again.
We went over, we saw Tokyo Monsters. You're like, where's the light up stage? I'm like, it's all the way on the other side of the fucking festival.
You said Riverworks stage. I was like, there's no Riverworks stage. They're like,
no, I said I'm at the stage in front of Riverworks.
So I didn't misunderstand.
Right.
M&T stage. So I'm wandering around. I was like, wait a minute. I think it's in front. I saw Tokyo Monster. Okay, Joe's up here somewhere.
You're like, what stage in front of Riverworks? I'm like, there's literally one stage in front of Riverworks. You finally found me.
Then I get a text from Joe.
And then you got a text from Jill. I'm at the light up stage. I'm like, all right.
I'll meet you at the car. I was like, uh-oh.
I'm like, I know where that is. All right, I will walk with you over there. Let's go.
Got her to the car.
Yeah, she was okay. Everybody was okay.
No, she's fine.
Yeah.
But she was really happy how everything turned out.
Me too, man.
Yeah, we were all happy.
Me too.
But
I was missing my in-ears, I'll tell you that much, but like it was okay.
It really felt good to get that response from people.
Oh, for sure, man. That was a
Because I've been in the band for 4 years. Like I think that was the biggest crowd we ever had.
Dude, yeah.
Especially me being in the band for that long.
Yeah. I think we might have had that many people that had PE. But like we were like the opener, so
yeah, I mean we had a lot of people miss. Oh, let's see.
And it was also like literally the day before everything shut down because of COVID. So
yeah,
a lot of people might not have even come out. But I think maybe it was comparable to that. But like, I think the majority of the people who were watching us on Saturday were more into us than the ones that had PE. Because I think we've, with all due respect to all previous members of this band.
Good band, though.
Yeah. With all due respect to previous members of this band, we're better now. We're better now than we were 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So, you know.
I love the fact that you introduced me again to the original drummer, Ghetto Steve.
I was hanging out with Ghetto Steve. Yeah.
Oh, have you met my drummer?
I didn't know if you'd met him before, so.
Yeah, you introduced me at Brian's the first Mania. Middle Mania.
Okay.
And then the second time,
yeah. But yeah, I got to hang out with Ghetto Steve for a little while. We were talking about Pee Wee Herman, and we were talking about his trip to Poland.
Then I saw a clown.
I waved at the clown as my friend. Oh no, you were talking about the evil clown.
Yeah, he popped out of nowhere.
Not that Arlo's not evil, but you know.
I didn't want to meet your other friend either. He's a clown. I hate clowns.
We were walking. I saw Arlo. He waved at me. I waved at him. You're like, you're friends with a clown? I'm like, yeah, dude. Karina shoved a drill up his nose once.
Shove it up his ass. Next time.
He would probably do that, honestly.
Oh God. I don't like clowns. I'm afraid of clowns.
I know you are. That's why when I was at the Fernway Halloween show last year and a girl was dressed as Pennywise, I sent you a picture.
And you guys dressed up like clowns, I'll punch you in the face. Or I'm leaving. Do not dress up. I know it's a Halloween show. Do not come as a clown.
Jasmine's got no comments about Arlo. That's fine. He's a polarizing individual. I'll admit that. I had
to deal with a clown. Then I had to deal with music as a spider on my gear. Huge. Size of my... It's like a tarantula, look like.
I sent my... So we've been having some plumbing issues upstairs here, and like, we thought we got it fixed, and then there was water in my ceiling again today, and there's a spider that's been hanging out up on my ceiling in my bathroom. I
killed one of them.
And leave this one alone, because he's been killing other bugs. I was watching him today. I was taking a shower. I looked up. I saw there was more water on my fucking ceiling. I'm like, shit, Shirley's going to be pissed, right? Or, you know, not pissed, you know, but like upset because like she just paid a bunch of money to get this shit fixed and now there's water again. So I'm like, I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, right? And I saw her outside while I was waiting for you, and I'm like, yeah, I was going to say this is all new except for the spider. He's been there. She's like, is he paying rent? I'm like, good point. Yes, there's another floor. I have upstairs neighbors, Jasmine. You've met my upstairs neighbors.
Very nice people.
Yeah, I love my upstairs. I went with Ashley to the Offspring a few weeks ago, which was cool. But yeah, there's been so like she had a plumber here the other day, and I'm just like it woke me up. I didn't know she had the plumber coming. And I'm like sleeping, and I'm just like, next thing I know, I just hear, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's my neighbor doing now? I'm looking outside. I'm like, where the fuck is Rich? What's he doing now? And then I'm like, oh no, the plumber is up there working on the pipes. That's what that is. Because I knew she had a plumber coming. So like, and like he came, knocked on the door. He's like, hey man, is there any water, leaking anywhere? I said, I don't see any. He's like, all right, cool. He went and turned the water on. He's like, let me know. I'm like, all right. I looked. There was nothing. And, then he was like, cool, I'm done. He went home. And then just today, there was water on the ceiling. I'm like, fuck. Like, she just got that shit fixed. But, yeah. But there is a spider hanging out up on the ceiling.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. He was catching some bugs, man. I saw him.
I was in there, and I didn't look up.
Yeah, don't look up. I was in the shower. I happened to glance up. I saw this like ring of water, and then I saw like the spider, and there's like a little fly or something flying, like a little gnat like flying around him, and he just snatched them out of the air. I'm like, yo, you can stay.
Let me go check this guy out.
Don't kill my spider.
I'm not gonna kill him. I just want to look at him.
John's gonna go look at the spider.
Look how big he is.
This is gonna be interesting radio. John is walking to check out the spider. He's going into the bathroom.
What corner is he in?
He's right above the toilet, right above the sink, actually. John's looking right now. You see him?
Oh my God! You see the squirrel?
Yeah.
They're just looking at me weird.
Yeah. He's been helpful.
Legs.
He's been killing.
Legs.
Yeah, big legs, tiny body. Tiny body though.
Daddy, long legs there. You got going on there.
Yeah, but tiny body, so he couldn't eat you. You don't got nothing to worry about. He won't.
Those are the most poisonous spiders, but they don't have any teeth, so they can't get you.
Right. He's fine. He's fine. He's been killing some little gnats that have been flying around. It's all right, man. It's all right.
Oh my God.
He's all right. He's been up there a few weeks, man. He's good. John's hoodie looks brand new. It's not. How long you had that one?
Ever since we went to Nashville.
Since Nashville, so that was last August. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a brand new Living Brain Dead hoodie, but it's my music is art hoodie, so it's got, where we're playing, skate park stage, 5 p.m.
You gotta collect them all now.
Yeah, I put up a picture of last year's and this year's. I'm like, I can't wait to have next year's.
You definitely know we're gonna be on the bill next year.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You don't have to worry about it now.
I fucking love music as art, man. It's my favorite day of the year in Buffalo. Like, there's so much cool shit that happens in this city, but that is the fucking coolest for me.
That's our new Warped Tour.
It is the closest I'm ever gonna get to playing Warped Tour.
Jill's been attending that 7 years, and now she was part of it the first time.
And it's, you know what, it's the anniversary today of the first. Well, I guess the second Music is Art I went to in 2014. I think I put 2011 in my post the other day. 2014 was my first Delaware Park Music is Art. I went to the fourth one or the third one in the GCR parking lot. My friend Heather was playing, and the band Clear was playing. But I've been at every Music is Art since 2014, 9 years now. 9 years straight, and I've gotten to play at 3 of them, including the one I did with Yellow Sauce in 2019. Obviously, 2020 there wasn't physical Music is Art, so.
Last year was my first.
Yeah, dude, it's my favorite day of the year. It's like, seriously, and it's always like the first weekend in September, second weekend in September, and I always see people, all of September is Fall Eve or Halloween Eve, and I'm like, no. You give me Music is Art, and then you can have your fucking Halloween Eve. Music is Art's the end of my fucking summer, because that is like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna have a great time, I'm gonna see all my friends, I'm gonna party and be all over this fucking huge space that they're running now for Music is Art. Like, we didn't take the ferry across, we took the bridge across to go see Grosh and back. And like, we got back over to where Kevin Sampson, like the main stage where Megan's husband Kevin was playing. And Megan was already over there, Nick Lucido was already over there. They took the ferry back, we walked over. But we got to see, Kevin Sampson in Night Shift I got to see. I've never seen him play before. So that was cool. He came over and saw us.
Really?
Megan and Kevin were there. The girls in Karma Queen were there.
Yeah, they came out and they said a good set.
I mean, there was so many people there. I think my buddy from Skyway, John, he was there.
My parents were there.
Your parents were there. There was so many people there to see us, and it was just like, wow, what an amazing feeling that is to like all these bands that we have gone to see and we have watched and have just been like, yo, this band is so fucking good, and they're there watching us.
One of my good friends, Paul, were there because me and Joe used to be in the band with him.
Yeah, it was an incredible day.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Karma Queen,
Oh yeah.
look at that segue, huh? All right.
There you go.
Saturday at Nietzsche's, that's 248 Allen Street here in Buffalo. It is Cammy and the Fringe, Addison Logan, and Karma Queen. Saturday, September 16th at 9 p.m. It's $10. It is 21 and up. Look at that. All that information in 4 lines. Good job, whoever's who booked this. I don't know who booked it. Whoever booked it and did this event page, great job. But we're going to play our friends in Karma Queen, who were awesome at Music is Art, and I was so excited to know that they were there watching us and supporting us because, like, they're so cool, right? This is Karma Queen. This song is called Burn Book on all WNY Think So Joe Show.
You're scared to ask it. Afraid to hear the truth, but you're looking past it. Can't help it if you hate it. A version of me you created, aggravated by the crash of this foundation. I won't burn your house down to be petty, but I'll set your life on fire if you let me. Ashes pile from the flames, since the clear blue sky still remains. But I'll set your life on fire if you let me. A flash of urgency, an undecided youth, a clash of apathy, snapped right at the truth. Ashes pile from the flames, space the clear blue sky still remains. But I'll set your life on fire if you let me. If you let me. If you let me. If you let me. If you let me.
That was Karma Queen on all WNY Think So Joe Show. Song called Burn Book. It's off their album Projector. It's available now wherever you stream your music. Go check it out.
Oh yeah.
And if you're in Buffalo and you want to check out Karma Queen, they are playing Saturday night at Nietzsche's. That's going to be a killer show. I might head down there. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, I mean, we were talking to the song break about how cool the stage we were on was, and also how cool it was that all these people that we respect and like, you know, that we've gone out of our way to go see and you know, hang out with, that they came over and saw us. Like, to have Megan from Grosh watching us play. It's like, yo, that is fucking cool. How many times have I seen her play? I've known her for years. I met her when she was in a band with Gus called Dirty Smile way back in the day. And to have them there to support us. Like Gus, I think, was there too. I think. Watching us. I think I saw him in one of the videos. He says he's coming out October 13th at the Evening Star.
Oh, yeah.
But dude, I love Music is Art because I see all my friends. I get to hang out with all my friends. A lot of the time I don't know who people are who are talking to me, but what else is new?
Their banners look cool there on stage.
Yeah, we got new banners. We got to use them. We got permission from Sarah to use them. So
No, with the Living Brain Dead kit and
yeah,
banners,
that's
they
gonna look
cool.
so cool. Okay, not all of my friends. Figure of speech. Anyway, Jasmine's upset. I said I see all of my friends. I didn't see her. Your family anyway, but no, I mean it was just. I was over at the Tokyo Monsters stage. Guy comes up to me. He goes, "Hey man, thanks for coming and watching us." Like, yeah, dude, you're welcome. And I'm like, I don't know who that was. And I'm like, oh shit, no, that was the dude from Little Liar who we had played with at Timeless Babes, right? So at the Pons show, I caught a little bit of I caught the tail end of their set because they were on before Tokyo Monsters. I realized they were. I realized like that they were playing. And I'm like, where the fuck are Tokyo Monsters? They're up next. And then I see under the stage, I just see some legs behind the stage. I'm like, oh, that's where they are. And I went over and I hung out with them for a little bit before their set. So we were talking about Brian, you know. And I got to share, like, I showed you a picture earlier in the day, you and Jill, because we went over and saw Lee Juke on the Blossom stage.
Yeah.
Which Brian and myself and the dudes from Inherent Vice, there's a great picture of us all watching Tokyo Monsters on that stage. I think back in like 2017, 2018, something like that. And I was like, yo, this is the exact spot where this picture was taken. And then when I saw Tokyo Monsters, I shared that picture with it because it's like, with my picture of them, because I'm like, yo, I remember seeing these guys with Brian, and here's a picture. And I'm so happy to have those pictures. Shout out to JP Digital for those pictures. There was also pictures that I saw in my memories the other day of Brian and I digging through vinyl at Music is Art. So, but yeah, it's just, you know, my favorite time of the year. Getting to go to Music is Art, and now getting to play Music is Art as a musician, and you know, getting to have my peers in the audience that I've you know, been going out of my way for years to be like, yo, Karma Queen's playing, yo, Grosh is playing, yo, you know, XM Priory's playing, gotta go, you know, Skyway, you know, Badger Danger as John used to be in that band, you know, so it's so cool to go, and I kept my yearly tradition alive of when Brooke D'Angelo sees me, I'm like, who are you? I didn't intentionally do it. I didn't see her, and then she's like, really, Joe? I'm like, oh shit, it's Brooke. Hey. She's like, really? I'm like, it's tradition. She came over and saw us. It was just like so many people watching us play, and I'm just like, yo, this is cool as shit. Everything sounded pretty good. Like, I was feeling good. I thought I had the energy, man.
You all did.
You were talking about me moving on stage. I'm like, yeah, I'm making an effort to actually do that more because I have all this room and I don't fucking move much. So when I have an opportunity to, I'm going to now.
We did so good. Even our mess ups, nobody knew.
We did.
I did. I was laughing when you hit a note. I was like,
Oh, dude, when you watch this, when you watch the full video that Nick took, and we're playing, what song was it? Skinny Little Moron. You could just hear this fucking bum note I hit. It's just, like, that's not how that was supposed to sound.
no, you covered really quick.
Yeah.
We got back on.
But we're riding home. You're driving me home, and I got the video playing on my phone, and I'm just like, we're watching that song, and I'm just like, played it right, played it right, played it wrong.
Every time we have sex, the first verse, you're having trouble.
Oh, dude, I was so off fucking time.
I was like, oh shit, what is he doing?
Oh.
Try to save yourself, Joe. You did.
I did. I was just like,
Get through the verse.
I was like, I missed a change. I'm like, oh shit, was that, like, did I miss that change? And I'm like, yeah, I totally missed that change. And then I caught back up, and I was like, all right, I was second guessing myself through both verses
There
after
was
that. But
one part, I don't know what song, that you had cleans on them, but there was supposed to be distortion. And you,
I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know.
yeah, and then you hit the pedal and then you're back on the distortion.
I think I realized it. I think I do remember that now. I don't know what song
I
it was
forgot
either.
what song.
I don't know what song
It's
it
in
is
the
either, but I
video.
didn't.
I could tell by the video.
I didn't catch it in the video. I forgot it happened. But there was definitely the one thing I'm really upset
We're
with
not
myself
perfect.
about. The one thing that, and I didn't even notice it until the song was over, was when we played How Long?
Yeah, we were off.
And,
no big
well, no,
deal.
we weren't off.
Huh?
We weren't off.
I thought I was off. I thought I came in there.
No, I thought we played that pretty well. My problem was I had my delay on,
I think that was it.
and I didn't realize it until after the song.
I think that was the song.
Like I was playing because I didn't touch my pedals during that song, which is the problem because I still had the delay on from the end of Hey You. Because I play that solo at the end of the, so I didn't turn my delay off. So I was playing How Long with the delay on, and I didn't notice until the end of the song when I hit that last E chord, and it's like, I'm like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
I think next year we should change up to having a different cover though.
Yeah, because we did a different cover this year too. Yeah. Because last year, what did we do last year? Rick Astley?
Yeah, and now this time.
Dude, I was taking a shower, and I have the wiretap in the bathroom there, and I'm like, play music, and then it played Rick Astley. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool, and then it played the Proclaimers. I'm like, what the fuck is this? The Blink Out Station? Because those are two songs we've covered as Blink Outs, and we were going to do a full cover of both, but we ended up just saying, man, this fucking Proclaimer song is boring as shit. Why are we playing this? At least that's what I said.
Oh, we could have made our own.
Yeah, I know.
We
Played it. We played it really good. It was like people were into it when we would play it, but we never actually played like the full version of it. And I think if we played the full version of it, people would have been like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys?
We made the chorus our own, with the verse be kept the same. But I think if we made it, they'll never bring that sound of it. It would be good.
I don't know. I think it's safe to say at this point that 80s EP is just not happening. So
No. I mean, we could figure a different cover out, but...
I think we ended that when Jill got, like, we were holding on to it for so long, and it was just like,
yeah.
All right, I'm done fighting with you over playing this fucking Rick Astley song. It's like, it doesn't need to get played. It's fine.
It's not play. I mean, we're not throwing it away. I mean, we're gonna play it.
It's there.
Live
It's
again.
there. The Dead or Alive cover is there. Like,
if they want, we have time for one more song.
I think we're just not going to put the effort into doing any of the other songs we were gonna do, which sucks because you bought a whole ass cowbell for one of those.
Well, I got a
You use
cowbell.
it now.
I
right?
use it in our music. Yeah.
Yeah, you use it, so it's not like it's a total
I forgot
waste.
to
but
bring
it's-
it to music. Is there?
I know. I noticed. I'm like, you don't have a cowbell.
That's okay, but I get drums still.
We saw that band. I don't remember what they were called. That first band we saw Sunday night. With the girl drummer and the guy playing the fuzzed out guitar. And
Yeah, that was
she
weird.
had one of those like blocks, like the red blocks. That's not like an actual cowbell, but it's supposedly the same sound. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But I was.
Well, they were so freaking good.
Yeah,
It's like I don't have that kind of energy.
I forget what their name. I don't. I mean, like I see the name in my head, but it's in Spanish, so I don't know it.
But that drummer from Bottle Rockets, he did not stop. He had energy the whole show.
Yeah, he did.
He was so quick. I was like,
I'll tell you, man, I was impressed by Tight Wire. I bought their vinyl. I was like, yo.
oh, Tight Wire is awesome.
I'm like, yo, John, I'm buying their vinyl. Like,
They
I
were
am not
so
leaving here
emo
without
punk.
that.
Oh my God, I loved it.
Yeah,
I
they were
fucking-
really good. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it yet. I've been so busy. Like,
I loved his voice.
I sat down yesterday. I'm like, I got nothing to do. I'm just going to listen to the rest of this vinyl I bought at Revolver. I'm going to put on that Tight Wire record. I'm just going to play video games and listen to records the rest of the fucking night. And then I got the text like, hey, do you want to go see Everclear? Yes, I do want to go see Everclear. Sounds good. Sign me up. Let's go.
It's kind of like that movie, Yes Man. Like, you can't say no, John.
Yes, I do want guitar lessons, right? I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
you knew that.
I honestly don't know if I'd ever heard that song before that movie, and now I love that song.
I got a whole case of Red Bull. We're gonna party all night. What do you say? Yes.
That's a good movie, man. I haven't seen it. I saw it. I've only seen it once. I got to watch it again. I own it.
Hey, after 7 or 13, we should get Red Bull.
Yeah, but oh man, just so much great music over the last 4 days. I am so like, what's going on tomorrow night? Can we find bands to go to tomorrow
Somebody
night?
call Joe tomorrow and ask him to do something.
Please. I got nothing going on tomorrow right now. I'm planning on staying home and watching wrestling and probably catching up on some of this vinyl. I got one more to pull out of the. You know what? I don't even know what's left in this Revolver bag. I think it's a Billy Joel record. I think. I have not pulled this last one out.
Guns N' Roses record.
I guarantee it's not a Guns N' Roses record because I own all of those already. I'm pretty sure it's a Billy Joel record. It is, in fact, Billy Joel, 52nd Street. So I still need to, this still needs to get played and cataloged. Right now, I think there's like maybe 2 more I still need to catalog, but I'm at 680. 680 records. That Goldfinger one was this, not Goldfinger, Everclear one was 680. So that's how many records I got right now. There's a couple in this bin right behind me that I haven't cataloged because I was looking for. I was bored one night and I wanted Brian's Discogs, and I'm just looking through his Discogs list and I saw Moby and Gwen Stefani Southside 12-inch single. I'm like, I can't find that song anywhere. I need that single. So I went on Discogs. I found a guy, I think in Spain, that had it. And I ordered it from the guy in Spain. And he's like, there's no tracking number, but I am sending it. I'm like, all right, cool. But then I was like getting impatient. And I saw it for like $6 from a US seller. I'm like, buying it. So now I own 2 copies of that. And I've only cataloged the one. But it's Moby and Gwen Stefani Southside. Jasmine said, woo. I don't know if that was about the Billy Joel record or what, but or the number of records I have, which is now 680. I'm 20 away from 700. It's a lot of fucking records, man. Running out of space.
Yeah. And you got your first album back in 1846.
Right. we're at the number is 680. We're at the fucking Teenage Bottle Rocket show. This kid comes up to us and he's like, hey, how old are you guys? I'm like, John, tell him. And he's like, no. And the kid goes, let me guess, you're 24. I'm like, I'll take it.
No, you're mistaken, sir. You are mistaken.
I'm 24. The kid said so.
No, he's 1,024.
Kid said so. I'm 24. Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, and this kid, he's like asking us all, like, you guys in a band? Like, yeah. He's like, what's your band? And then he's standing there. He pulled it up on his phone. He's standing there like this, listening to Everyone's Having Sex But Me, while we're on the fucking, while we're waiting for Teenage Bottle Rocket to come on, or for Tightwire, whoever was like,
Yeah.
We're just like, damn, this kid's cool. He's listening to our shit at this concert.
We liked it.
And we were talking earlier about the guy that got pushed down or whatever, right? And I helped him back up, and I met his buddy at the Everclear show.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to this dude, and I'm like, yeah, you know, somehow it came up that I'm in a band and that I'm playing October 13th at Evening Star. And he goes, hey, man, I live near Evening Star. Like, I think I'm going to come check out your band. So I was like, cool, man. And then I was like, wait a second, hold on. I got something for you. And I got this little pocket right here.
For you.
What's up?
Got a souvenir for you.
I handed him this. It's a flyer for the October 13th show.
A little flyer?
Nick handed me a ton of these at Music is Art.
What?
6:30 p.m., $10 at the door, Friday the 13th, XM Priory, The Living Brain Dead, Evening Star, Niagara Falls, October 13th.
You made them that small?
I think he said he didn't intend to make them this small, but he was like, here you go.
Pocket size. I mean, wallet size.
Yeah, so this is a flyer for our October 13th show.
You really read it.
I can read it. You really can't read anything, though. Love you, buddy.
I can't read. You got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with it. The fact that you were going to post an ad earlier looking for a bass player, though, I'm like, dude, I got this.
I got talk texting. You guys got to add my new number to the Discord.
Okay.
I got it download. I don't know how to set it up.
Okay,
Because I have to go
have
on
it-
my old phone to look at the Discord all the time.
right. You should.
I don't know how you guys.
We'll
add
figure it
me.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, can John read a book to us again? I can't get to my books that I would have John try and read.
Well, yeah, just throw me something.
I'll tell you what. I went to
This radio.
the bookstore as I do every Friday with my other friend John, and I was actually looking for a book because I've been reading Randall Munroe, the guy who does the XKCD comics, right? I've been reading his stuff, and I got one more digital book of his to read, and I found out he has another book that was never made available on Kindle. So I was like, yo, I got to find this book. So when we went to the bookstore, I was looking for the book. I couldn't find it. So while I was at the bookstore, I ordered it on Amazon, and this is Thing Explainer, Complicated Stuff in Simple Words by Randall Munroe of XKCD fame. I have not tried to read any of this yet, John, so I don't know if I would want you to try and read this.
No,
To be perfectly
it
honest.
doesn't look easy.
No, because it's a bunch of diagrams and stuff, right? So that's
One-day diagrams.
yeah, and it's tiny text. So I wouldn't do that to you. It's small text. It's supposedly simple words according to the title of the book. But I was literally looking for that at Talking Leaves. They didn't have it, so I just ordered it on Amazon.
I have a great shirt idea, so can't read it, can't eat it.
Yeah. But so my buddy's not available to go to the record store this Friday, so I'm like, fuck it, I guess I'm going myself.
I gotta do another kids book thing. though.
Yeah, I know. You gotta. Somebody remind me next Tuesday to get a kids book for John. My plan, actually, now that I don't have anything to do tomorrow, my plan is to actually get in that other room and rearrange everything to make it more efficient than it is right now, than how it's set up. And part of that will be to move the shelf that's got the kids' books on it. So if somebody can text me tomorrow and remind me to pull out a kids' book for John. So.
Don't talk to you.
Yeah. So somebody let me know, and I will make sure that John has a book to read next week. Meanwhile, if you're enjoying the stream, tips.thinksojoe.com.
I never see it. He never sees it. We don't get paid for this shit.
No, we don't.
No.
Usually people will tip us when we're like we're going to donate that to charity. But right now, I'm donating it to me. And
too.
you. Especially you.
We're broke.
Yeah. It's going towards getting me to 700 records. Because I'm at 680 now.
Towards me buying new cymbals and getting my car fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you hit tips.thinksojoe.com, you can tip John. You could tip
Or
me.
you could tip Joe.
Or Vegas tickets. I know. I don't think it's
Or
happening.
Vegas tickets.
I don't think it's happening. I think I waited too long. I was like, when it was low, I didn't have the money, and when it was higher, I'm like, fuck. Like, I have it, I don't want to spend it.
Right?
And actually, I don't even have it because I had to pay my credit card bill. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could, but it doesn't look like it doesn't look promising. But yeah, I was hoping. I have the notifications coming through, telling me what the prices are. So I don't know if it drops again, probably. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. But yeah. But yes, on the quest for 700, we're at 680 right now. So I don't know. They just re-released a bunch of Aerosmith stuff last week, and I went to Revolver with the hope of buying 9 Lives, and they didn't have it. So I was like, fuck, all right.
I heard they're done writing music.
Yeah, this is their last tour. They had to postpone some dates. Steven Tyler unable to sing for a month. The doctors told him no singing for a month. So he had to postpone 3 shows, including the Toronto show. So now the Toronto show is on Valentine's Day next year. Also, Chicago and Detroit, I think, were the other 2 shows they had to cancel or postpone, rather. So I might be like, I kind of do want to see Aerosmith one last time. I want to go to Chicago or Toronto or something.
I'll go with you.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I've seen Aerosmith once before. It was on the Just Push Play tour. Fuel opened for them. It was at Darien Lake. And I tell people this all the time about how cool this show was because, like, we were on the lawn. And, the lawn sucks at Darien Lake for shows. Mm-hmm. Right? We're on the lawn. Aerosmith is like, hold on, we'll be right back. And the next thing we know, they're on another stage on the lawn playing Dream On. Right in front of us. We're like, holy shit. This just became the coolest fucking place to be in this whole place. Is the fucking lawn, because Aerosmith is right fucking here playing one of their biggest fucking songs.
Hell yeah.
They dedicated it to Eminem. I think it was like right before Eminem released Sing for the Moment, which is his take on that song. The only thing I've ever seen cooler on the lawn at Darien Lake that wasn't at a Warped Tour was when Metallica fans lit that shit on fire. The one time I saw Metallica there.
Oh,
the last time they were there, 1998. I remember, like, we snuck all our friends up to the seats, and then, like, we just turn around and there's just a fire and people moshing around it.
There's a song you hate for Buffalo.
Yes.
They did at the show.
Oh, they tried to get that shit started at the fucking, at the Everclear show, and I just turned around and I yelled as loud as I can, didn't you guys lose to the fucking Jets? I mean,
Jets.
I'll tell you what, man, I was watching that game Monday night. Because
It was a Christmas miracle. They lost.
I was watching that game because I'm like, oh shit, man. I don't like Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Jets, right? Or I guess former quarterback of I don't know. But Aaron Rodgers is starting for the Jets against the fucking Buffalo Bills. And I'm like, that explains why they're on Monday Night Football. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to root for Aaron Rodgers because fuck that guy. I've been rooting against him for so goddamn long. I don't want to start rooting for him now. And also, fucking, I don't want to root for Buffalo either. So I'm like, I'm going to watch the fucking game. And I didn't see Aaron Rodgers get hurt, but I saw him get carted off and like, they're like, oh, he's questionable to return. I'm like, I literally posted on Facebook, like, I can't believe they're showing a rerun on Monday Night Football. I've seen this one before. Aaron Rodgers comes back on one leg and leads an improbable comeback. And then they were like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is out for the game. I'm like, fuck, all right. So I deleted that comment, that post. And then I'm watching the game, and I'm just like, the Jets are going to pull this fucking game off. And the Jets pulled the fucking game off. It took them overtime. They won. And then I saw a meme. It was like, oh, your starting quarterback got hurt. Don't worry, I'll throw the ball to you guys. And just picture Josh Allen, right? Because he threw like 4 interceptions.
Who was the team that made you a liar on Sunday?
Oh, the fucking the Patriots. We were watching the Patriots game at fucking at Ironworks, and I'm like, they're down by like, I think like they got it within 7, right? And I'm like, yo, they're gonna pull this off. And I'm just watching it, and they got the ball, and I'm like, they're gonna fucking pull it off. And they didn't pull it off. I'm like, Tom Brady would have fucking pulled it off. Made a liar out of me. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm watching this fucking Jets game, and I'm just like, holy shit, they're gonna fucking actually lose to the Jets. What the fuck? Like, who the fuck loses? Especially when their starting quarterback played 11 minutes of a fucking game, not even of the game, but like from the time the kickoff to the time he was injured was 11 minutes. Like damn, how bad do you gotta suck to lose to the Jets backup quarterback? So people started trying to do that at the Everclear show. I just yelled, yo, y'all lost to the Jets.
Yeah, shut up.
And nobody did it again the rest of the fucking show. I'm like, yeah, hey, that works. But hey, I mean, on the other hand, if you know, I'm not letting you guys on the Niners bandwagon. Y'all can fuck off. Because, just because we destroyed the fucking Steelers the other day, 30-7. We'll talk more about it when we come back. We got to talk about, right now, FTMP Events presents Secret Gardens with Gatto Black, Angus, Never Again, and Allie Burns. That's this Sunday, September 17th. Doors at 6:30 p.m., ages 18 plus, $10 pre-sale, $13 day of show at Stamps the Bar, 98 Main Street in Tonawanda. And we're going to play my dear friend Allie Burns. And this song is called New Identity on all WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show.
Don't wanna explain it. Your touch hasn't faded. I gave you the rope and memories strangle me tight. Don't you
All right, that was Allie Burns on all WNY Think So Joe show. We were catching up on some social media posts in the meantime, so.
Yup.
But yeah, definitely check out Allie Burns. She's playing Stamps on Sunday night. She always plays venues I can't get to or nights I can't go. She's trying to avoid me. I don't know why. She's from Erie, Pennsylvania, actually. She plays here more than she plays in Erie. There's no like music scene there, apparently. If anybody from Erie is listening and I am wrong, that is just what I was told, so I don't know.
Book us.
Book us. Yes. But yeah, anyway. And then I had a message pop up like right as we were coming back from song break, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, oh, it's my buddy sending me his address so I can send him out his record in the morning that I bought for him. Which is this record right here. It is Doug and the Beats.
Doug Funny.
Doug Funny.
I love that cartoon.
Doug and the Beats. I have right here.
Plunger, plunger.
I have just because I bought this vinyl and I wanted to take a picture with the two of these. I got the Doug Complete Nickelodeon series.
That's awesome.
Which it has to specify it's the Nickelodeon series because there was also an ABC series called Disney's Doug, which was not as good as the Nickelodeon ones. So,
Really?
yeah. It was a couple of years later. ABC, Disney acquired the rights to the show, but they made some changes to it. Some of the cast was different. Some of the, design choices were a little bit different. Like Doug had an extra strand of hair compared to the Nickelodeon series. I watched the video on this not too long ago, and the guy was talking about like how nobody really remembers the Disney series, and I definitely saw some episodes of the Disney series, but it definitely wasn't the Nickelodeon one, man. So it's, But yeah, I got the complete series on DVD, and also now the vinyl. I have that vinyl, and I bought an extra copy for my buddy, Mr. Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be. Anyway, Jasmine knows who I'm talking about. When we were at fucking Becky's.
Fucking Becky's.
Tom Jones was on the show with us that we were playing in Cleveland. And he wasn't with us, but for whatever reason, Jasmine put a shit ton of credits on the fucking jukebox and just wanted to play What's New Pussycat on repeat. And I think they played it once, and then they just refunded her the rest of the money because they're like, no, that's fraud. You can't do that.
What's New Pussycat?
Yeah, that song, exactly.
Whoa, whoa.
Jill came back, and now you're in different clothes.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I like the...
You missed the whole strip tease and everything. I mean...
I don't know. I gave people a show. I'm Cinnamon. That's my strip name.
You picked a stripper name you can't even say properly?
Cinnamon.
Hey, he did it! Wait, hold on. Wait. It's in here somewhere. Other way. No. Where the fuck is it? I'm looking for the applause sound. There it is. Did you say your stripper name is Sediment? Hey, he said it properly the second time.
Sediment.
He said cinnamon.
Fuck, I can't hear it.
No, now you're under pressure.
Cinnamon Sediment. That's my name.
Brody clapped for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brody. But yeah, man, it's But we were talking about football before the break, and how the Bills lost, and how the Niners trounced the Steelers. Like, the Steelers might as well have not even shown up. And I know a girl who's a fan of the Steelers, but she's also a fan of the Bills. How you're a fan of two teams in one conference, I don't understand. But, you know, it's cool to have, like, a, you know, NFC and an AFC team, or, like, you know, in hockey, like an Eastern Conference and Western Conference. But, like, they're in the same conference. So, like, what happens if they play each other in the playoffs? Which one are you rooting for to go to the Super Bowl, right? Like, but anyway... So she's like, oh, man, my Steelers just didn't have it today. I'm like, nope, they sure as fuck didn't. And I commented, I'm like, yo, the commentators were like, oh, the Steelers quarterback was perfect in preseason. We don't know what happened. It's like, he didn't play the number one defense in the NFL in the preseason. Like, he didn't play anybody nearly this good. And then later she posted something about the Bills. I'm like, wait a second. Weren't you a Steelers fan like 6 hours ago? She's like, I still am. I'm like, okay then.
We'll be at the Sabres opener.
Oh yeah, we were walking right by the KeyBank Center. We were watching all the footage of them putting the ice together. Oh man, those little swords in the fucking red line are just awesome.
What'd she say?
John, I went grocery shopping. We have so much cheese.
Great.
John was with me when I went grocery shopping last week, and all I bought was cheese.
She's gonna poop a lot.
I need cheese again, but that's.
I watch her kid.
But I'm door dashing after the show. Yeah.
Cheese. She's got goldfishes. Now she's got more cheese.
Well, I mean, you went with me to Tops after last week's show, and what did I buy? All cheese.
All cheese.
All cheese.
Cheese.
I think I bought hamburger
Cheese
buns
galore.
too. I bought hamburger buns too, but mostly cheese.
Cheese. So we're good on that. We're good on snacks for a while.
Yes. So I brought a couple of coolers to Music is Art, and I didn't tell John what was in the one cooler until after he bought water. I'm like, dude, I brought water. You're like, I thought you only bought Pepsi. I'm like, no, man, that's what's in the other cooler is water.
I didn't know it was another cooler. I was like, you son of a bitch. I gave you one of mine. I gave Joe one of mine, and I took one in the cooler. I was like,
yeah, I was like, yo, we should bring drinks this year, because last year we were at the food truck buying drinks. So it's like, let's bring shit this year. So I had a cooler that had like 6 bottles of water in it. And we bought some ice and some Pepsi, and that's what was in the other cooler. So it's like, but I fucked up. I didn't tell you that there was a cooler full of water. So.
No, I know.
Jill carried around that one bottle all day, but we did refill it. So. Mm-hmm.
Then I lost you. I lost everybody, and then I ended up buying a pizza. I was hungry.
Did you?
So the only thing I ate was a donut.
I didn't eat all day, and I bought donut holes that morning. Well, I ate breakfast because I ordered from Dunkin'. And I bought donut holes. I'm like, I'll bring donut holes for me and John. And I completely fucking forgot to bring them. So I got home. I'm like, all right, cool. I got donut holes.
You had donuts?
I had donut holes. And I meant to bring them, and I forgot. That's on me. I totally meant to bring them. That's my fault. And I also forgot to tell you that one of the coolers was full of bottled water. So... But yeah, I brought 2 coolers. We filled one with Pepsi, and the other one already had water in it. And I did not. And John's like, I didn't see you buy water. I'm like, I didn't buy water. I brought water. Jill put garlic bread from VIP in all her pockets, apparently. I did not eat all day at Music is Art. I realized it when I got home. I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking hungry.
We were there last night, and we were saying it looks so weird seeing it just empty.
Right? Like there's one stage with one thing going on. Like,
yeah.
As opposed to like there's 3 stages inside the fucking building, let alone like all the stages outside of the building and across the river and everything else going on. Just, oh man, like it is weird being at Ironworks sometimes when there, but like we've been to Ironworks when there was less going on because we went to pick up our parking pass and the only thing going on was like an HSBC party. And we're like, yo, if Jill was with us, she'd just crash the fucking party. She'd be like, I work at a bank.
There's pizza there. Like, yeah,
right?
Jill will be over that
right?
pizza. I work at a bank.
Yeah. Dude, I went to order food before the show. I always order from this, it's a virtual brand. It's called, shit, it's the name's escaping me now. But basically they sell macaroni and cheese, like fancy mac and cheeses. Mac Love, that's the name of the place.
God, no, macaroni and cheese.
So I'm like, yo, I'm going to order some of this. And then, like, I went to order, and it's like, you know, the only thing showing from my recent orders was a brownie. And I'm like, where the fuck's all the pasta? And I looked, and it's like salad, and it's like fucking sandwiches. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this isn't shit that they sell at Mac Love. This is the shit they sell at the place that Mac Love operates out of. Like, that's not what I want. So I'm like, fuck. So I ended up I had some frozen dinners in my freezer, and I had one of those. So I'm definitely door dashing after the show. Probably gonna not order McDonald's. I ordered McDonald's twice this week, and my order was not great. I got a 10-piece instead of a 20-piece the other night, and then last night my nuggets were like gross. Half of them were. The first box was fine. The other 10 were like, I can't eat these. These don't look right, let alone feel right. Like, so
Not cooked all the way?
the second batch was not cooked all the way. I'm pretty sure that's what the case was. Like, some of them were and some of them weren't. So it was like they cooked them and then they were like, oh shit, we need like 4 more for this order, and threw like 4 that they just, you know, didn't finish cooking or something. I don't fucking know. Well, but yeah, I love pizza too. I had pizza yesterday. So my buddy's like, I'm like, dude, do you want to scoop me on the way, or what's going on? He's like, no, man, I'll just meet you there. Like, all right, cool. You want to send me the ticket and I'll meet you inside? He said, no, man, I'll just meet you there. Like, okay, cool. And then he was running. I was already on my way down there. He's running late. So I'm like, and it's like starting to rain. So I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't want to just stand outside. That would be stupid. So he's like, it'll take me 37 minutes once I leave the house. And tell you the thumbnail story. I'll tell you the thumbnail story in 1 minute as soon as I finish this story. So I'm like walking by Mohawk, and I know this guy's like not coming for a little while. So I'm like, fuck it. I just went to Casa and ordered a slice and sat there. I'm like, he's like, I'm leaving now. I'm like, all right, cool, man. I'm gonna finish this Pepsi really slowly, and then walk very slowly over to Town Ballroom. So hopefully you're there by the time I get there. And I still had to wait a few minutes for him, but it was cool. Like, but we, you know, I had pizza last night. That's the point of the story. The thumbnail. Steph wants to know about the thumbnail, and let me get this up. So what's today? September 13 in music history. Today is the anniversary of some rock history here.
Really?
In 1969, at the Toronto Rock and Roll Revival Festival, host Kim Fowley starts a rock tradition when he asks the crowd to hold up lighters for a couple of problematic individuals, we'll say, and Eric Clapton and John Lennon. But that happened in 1969, and I had already made the thumbnail before. I'm like, wait a minute, fuck Eric Clapton and John Lennon, really? I mean, I like the Beatles and all, and I'll listen to John Lennon, but he was not exactly the best person. But that's the story. 1969, today is the anniversary of the tradition of lighters at concerts. No, it should have been Taylor Swift for her sweep at the... I knew there was going to be a Taylor Swift reference coming. I heard she did very well at VMAs last night, and it is also the anniversary today of Taylor Swift winning Best Female Artist, Best Female Video at the VMAs in 2009, when Kanye West interrupted her. I'm going to let you finish.
It was good to see NSYNC.
I didn't watch it. I was at the... I didn't watch the replay.
Watch either,
I saw that NSYNC was there and that Taylor Swift was like gushing over them, so... 9 fucking awards, apparently. Today is... the other idea I had for a thumbnail today was my face on the Almost Famous poster, because that movie was released today in 2000, which is a great movie. Have you seen it yet, John? Almost Famous?
I think so.
Almost Famous, man. I love that movie. I love it so much.
Maybe.
No, that's Clerks. Actually, today is also the anniversary. 1 year ago, Clerks 3 was released in theaters. I have that soundtrack too, but I'm looking for the Almost Famous soundtrack because there it is right there. Yeah, I have the Almost Famous soundtrack.
Okay, yeah. I see.
It's a great movie. I have the extended cut. Jasmine, have you seen the extended cut? Because I know it was one of your favorite movies, and I told you about that extended cut.
I think I made you watch that. I don't remember. I think so.
Oh, she made you watch Almost Famous. It's such a great movie, dude. Also released on this day 1 year ago, Clerks 3. Have that soundtrack right here as well.
Can't watch it.
Jasmine has watched the extended edition, the bootleg cut. It's called. I didn't know it existed until I saw there was Vudu was having like a 4K like mix and match sale, and that was one of the movies. I'm like, yo, I didn't know there was an extended like a director's cut. And I bought it and I watched it. I'm like, Jasmine, you have to see this. Because I knew that was one of her favorite movies. So, and it's lots of cool stuff. In 2011, today, the B-52s played their first ever show in Idaho. Hi, Jasmine. Finally performing their song, Private Idaho, in the state that inspired it. I don't know how long the B-52s were around before 2011. I'm sure it was decades because they were popular in the 80s, right? And I'm pretty sure they were around in the 70s. 2011 was their first time playing Idaho, and it was on this day. Eddie Money died in 2019 on this day. Justin Bieber got married on this day in 2018. The Village People won a lawsuit. One of the members of the Village People won a lawsuit to take back control of the Village People's catalog on this day in 2013. Big music day, but I was like, what am I doing for a thumbnail? And I'm like, you know what? The easiest thing is just to find a picture of somebody with a fucking lighter, right? So, but yeah. Almost Famous, great movie, released today in 2000, so 23 years ago today. Now you got to watch High Fidelity with John Cusack. Great movie. I watch those two. Like, usually it'll be like I'll watch Empire Records, and then I'll watch High Fidelity, and then I'll watch Almost Famous. Usually it happens around Rex Manning Day. Rex Manning Day.
Rex Manning Day. Yeah. Love that movie.
It's such a great movie, man. And like they would sell it together in DVD bundles with High Fidelity. So all the more reason to watch High Fidelity if you love Empire Records.
I gotta tape.
Say no more, money more.
I gotta tape blue quarters to the table.
Yeah.
They're full, they can't get them off.
I don't have to explain my art to you. There's a scene in that movie where, Lucas is not allowed to leave the couch, and he's talking to Joe, and Joe goes, "Is it coming back from Vegas?" And he goes, "I don't think so, Joe." And I'm like, "Yeah, he said it."
Classic movie.
Oh man, it's such a good movie.
Steven Tyler's daughter's in it.
Yeah. All right, we got to actually get out of here. We got one song left to play. We are talking about a band that is playing at Milky's this weekend. Sunday, September 17th at 6:30 p.m. $10 advance, $13 door, 21 plus. Yace Booking presents Chastity, Captured Tracks, whatever that is. Beach Tower, and Tuesday night, amazing band. You guys didn't stick around with me while I watched their entire fucking set at Music is Art. But
I was trying to find Jill.
You were with Jill. You guys went to the Silos.
I know, but I was making sure she was good.
I know, I appreciate that. But I checked out Tuesday night, and they were amazing, as always. They're playing Sunday night, but I'm pretty sure we've played them recently, because we love Sarah for everything she does for this music community.
Appreciate it.
But we're playing one of the other bands from this show today. We're playing the band Beach Tower. I'm not familiar with them. They've been around for a little bit. They played with our boy Shambles last year.
Fuck Shambles.
Fuck Shambles. We're playing with them November 18th.
Love you guys.
At Tudor Lounge. This is Beach Tower, and this song is called Cover Me on All WNY. ThinkSoJoE Show. We'll see you.
Like, share, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
just leave it all be. All of your anger washed away. It's killing you to see me that way. Cover me. Cover me. You can't take everything away. Give it to your heart and straight. Sometimes I see you disappear. When you start to wonder why you're here, the changing colors take me back. Did you up and dressed you in black? Cover me. Cover me. You've never heard a thing I've said. All the lies that I've been fed. I see a facade start to crack, and give me a reason to come back. What